Welcome to our March 2019 LVTV newscast. Today we have some stories focusing on the spring dance, Easter, and spring break.
Well, that's right. Spring break's this month. I'm for sure excited. Well, let's get started with our first segment on new movies coming to theaters.
Hi, I'm Tika, and we're going to be talking about horror, romance, and comedy movies coming up this month.
The movie I'm talking about is Us. This movie surrounds a family getting followed by masked people who end up being evil clones of themselves. And the clones are trying to kill the real family. The release date is March 22nd. The movie is rated PG-13.
The movie 5 Feet Apart is a romance movie about a 17-year-old who has cystic fibrosis and spends most of her time as a patient in the hospital. She meets a guy who has the same illness and there's an instant flirtation between them, but she must maintain a safe distance between them. That doesn't stop them as their connection intensifies. However, the real suspense of the movie is if there are temptations to throw out the rules and embrace their attraction. The main actors and actresses of 5 Feet Apart are Cole Sprouse and Haley Lou Richardson, who are teens who have an intense attraction. This movie comes out March 13th and is PG-13.
Hi, my name is Tika, and I will be telling you about the movie Isn't This Romantic? This movie is a fantasy/romance movie that takes place where New York architect Natalie gets knocked out when she's about to be mugged. She wakes up in an alternate universe that happens to be her worst nightmare, a PG-13 movie/romantic comedy.
Those are some interesting movies I might watch over my spring break.
I don't know. I'm not such a big fan of scary movies. Plus, I don't know if my parents will let me go watch them. Don't forget, students, always ask for permission.
That's great advice. Well, our next segment is something that I can do with my family. Baseball. Let's find out more about this popular sport.
Did you hear about the upcoming baseball game?
No, when is it?
It's later today. It's really fun.
What's so fun about baseball anyway? Like, why are people into it?
I don't know. I'll go tell you. AC-39 comes to New York.
Okay, anything else?
There are early signs of it in Egypt.
How do you play it?
The object of the game is to score as many runs as you can. The idea is that the ball is hit and thrown as far as you can before running around the four bases.
Okay, I wonder about the people like it.
I don't know. We should probably interview some people.
Yes,
Why?
because it's entertaining to watch.
Why is it entertaining?
Because they're playing and it's fun to see who's gonna win.
Baseball team.
The Dodgers.
Like baseball?
No,
Why?
because I think it's boring. Because you just do you don't even do a lot of running. You just run from base to base and hit a ball.
Okay, thank you. Ainsley, do you like baseball?
No,
Why?
I don't think baseball's very entertaining to watch, and other sports are there's more action.
Okay,
That
thank you.
answers your question, right?
Yeah, it does.
Want to go play baseball or something?
Sure.
I like baseball, but not as much as soccer.
Not sure I like baseball, but at least I know a little more about this sport. Our next segment will inform all of us on campus about the latest production from LVP.
Hello, my name is Alex, and today we're interviewing the choir and LVP teacher, Ms. Calbo. Ms. Calbo, what is the next production about?
The next production LVP is doing is Mary Poppins. You can see our poster right over here. And it's the classic story just like in the movie, but with a little twist.
Okay. When do you think it's coming out?
It opens on March 7th, which is a Thursday night, and you can see it March 7th, 8th, and 9th here at LV.
Thank you. About how long does it take for the actors to memorize the lines?
Well, it varies by person, but I would say we've been working on it since just before Christmas break. They've known their parts and they've had their script since about December 1st, and probably have been working on it every night since then. It's a long show, about 2.5 hours long total.
About how many people are involved in this whole production?
We have 60 students involved. That includes 50 in the cast and 10 in the backstage crew. And then we have probably another 50 adults working behind the scenes to make it happen.
Thank you. What is your favorite part about making the LVP production?
I think my favorite part is teaching the big song and dance numbers. So I get to teach the students the music, and then we get to choreograph, and seeing it all come together with costumes and props on stage is really fun.
Big thanks to Ms. Calvo for letting us interview her. Make sure to go watch Mary Poppins on March 7th, 8th, and 9th.
All right.
Wow, LVP students work super hard. I was super impressed when I got to see them earlier this month.
I agree. I know I couldn't perform in front of all those people, let alone memorize my lines. They work super hard. Well, LV students, at least we'll get rest during our spring break. Our next segment will share with us some things students will be doing their spring break on.
Spring break starts on March 25th and ends on the 29th of March.
Here are some of the activities you can do during spring break.
You can play soccer and any other sport. You can play video games and hang out with friends.
Spring break is a time to have fun. Maybe you can make some new friends as well.
If you like video games, you can play these upcoming video games coming out during spring break. That would be the Show 19 and The Walking Dead 2. The DC trip for 8th graders is during spring break. If you want more information on the trip, contact Mr. Montoya. 33% of the people who answered our random survey are traveling to a different state during spring break. 39% of the people who answered our random survey are going to the beach at least once during spring break.
I hope you take these activities and try them during spring break.
Can't wait for spring break. With all the rain we've had, can't wait to enjoy the warm sun.
I want to go to the beach for spring break, but more importantly, I want to go to the spring dance. Our next segment will be about the theme for our next dance at LV.
We're here at Ladera Vista Junior High. Today we'll be discussing the upcoming spring dance.
We will be interviewing students around our school.
As an introduction, we will be interviewing a member of ASB. So Morgan, please come on up. So what's the theme for the spring dance?
So the theme for the spring dance is going to be the LV Luau.
Okay, will there be any games, activities, food?
So for games and activities, we're going to have a scavenger hunt.
Cool.
Coconut bowling, a limbo contest, and we think we're going to have a blow-up maze.
A blow-up maze, that sounds fun. Okay. What about for food?
For food, we're going to have a 2-for-1 deal. So for $1, you get 2 items.
Would you like to share about the spring dance?
I think that's it.
Okay, well, thank you, Morgan, and I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
See you next time on
LVTV.
A luau sounds like fun. Hoping I can go.
Me too. Well, our next segment might be just as fun as the dance. April Fool's Day! April Fools was speculated to begin around 1582 when people forgot to celebrate New Year's and they celebrated it on April 1st. So April 1st was a day of jokes and hoaxes.
Do not open unless you
Wait. Wasp?
What, you thought there was going to be something in it?
Wow, I had no idea April Fool's was an old tradition and was celebrated in many other countries.
I've never really even thought about it before. That's interesting. Our next segment will be just as interesting. We'll be learning different opinions on Easter.
Easter is coming faster than anyone thought, and so people need to realize what Easter means to them.
This is LVTV, and today we're interviewing teachers on Easter. Hi, this is Mr. Morita, and today we're interviewing him about Easter. What do you think is the most important thing to have at the Easter party?
That is a good question. Any Easter party I like to go to, I like to see my family and friends there, because the holidays are all about family and friends.
What traditions do you have with your family on Easter?
Okay, on Easter we always go to my parents' house, and they put on a pretty big shindig. All the families there, and there's usually a lot of activities for the kids and for the adults too. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, always my parents' house. Yeah.
How do you decorate your Easter eggs?
Oh my gosh, the crazier the better. So lots of color. I would probably do Harry Potter themed Easter eggs now.
How has Easter changed from when you were little to now?
Well, when I was really little, my dad was a pastor, and so we had to go for sunrise to church every Easter. So we would get up at 4:30 and go to church and then come home, and we would have Easter baskets and Easter egg hunts. So it's not like that now for my kids. They get to sleep in.
So wait, Easter isn't just about the candy?
Really, Alex? Of course it's not. However, I'm looking forward to the candy this year.
Well, that's it for our March 2019 episode of LVTV.
Have a great spring break, LV students and staff.
Till next time, we are proud to show our Spartan pride with positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence.